Okay, hello and thank you for coming back to my channel, or if you're new here, hello and welcome. My name is Bunny Cakes, or Bunny for short, and this is my booktube channel. Today I'm here to talk about a library book haul that I did. Now, this is a little bit of an older book haul because my library has actually been closed for a couple of weeks. But I've been hem-hawing about actually coming back to YouTube, and so I had a pile of books, and I thought might as well do a book haul with it, because I can't think of anything else to do. And also, you know, stay safe out there, and all of that. What I loved when I went and did this, when I got these books, was that it was before they had decided to close. I think they decided to close literally the same day that I went, but it was after I went and they finished that business day out, but the next day they were closed. But they were sanitizing the books and everything at that point. It was before we knew things were going to get as bad as they have. So since my library has closed, but they also did this really cool thing where they extended the loan periods, so I get to keep these books longer, which is good because I've got a big fat stack of them, as you'll soon see. So the first book that I picked up was by Neil deGrasse Tyson. It is Letters from an Astrophysicist. Neil is a scientist that's gotten fairly popular. He's got a good social media presence and all of that. Some people like him, some people don't. I think he's funny and he's smart and he's personable, and I kind of like him for a lot of the same reasons that I like Bill Nye. They're kind of approachable, and they're nerdy and geeky, and they just seem like fun people. So I wanted to see what he had to say. This wasn't a book that I had actually intended to get. It was on the shelf of new books at my library, and I was like, well, you know what? That looks like something I want to read. So I grabbed it. And then the next book I got was The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, Season of the Witch. Now, this is part of Netflix's new series for Sabrina. I watched the 2 seasons that are out, or is it 3? I've watched whatever's out. But I wanted to get more of the lore, so I decided I would pick this up as a fun, quick read. I think it's young adult, possibly, maybe adult. I don't remember where I picked it up. It says I read YA.com on the back of it, so it's a young adult book, which makes sense. But yeah, I saw it in Walmart a couple of times, and I was like, I didn't want to read it bad enough to buy it. But when I saw it at the library, I was like, you know what, I will read it for free. And then the next book I got is a book called Gumbo Murder by Laura Childs with Terry Farley Moran. It's a New Orleans scrapbooking mystery. I got it because I kind of like these cheesy mysteries occasionally, but also I know that these particular books tend to have recipes in them, and I'm looking for a new gumbo recipe, and I was disappointed that this doesn't have a gumbo recipe in it, given that gumbo's in the title, but you know, there are worse things. I haven't actually read it yet, but I kind of felt like with the way things are going, a kind of light, fluffy, cheesy mystery would help me cope. So here's hoping. It looks like it takes place at a jazz festival in New Orleans. So that's going to be fun. And then the next book I got it's called TheFive by Hallie Rubenhold. It's the untold lives of the women killed by Jack the Ripper. This came out a couple of years ago, I believe, and I've been wanting to read it, and I've been getting more into true crime lately. Thank you, Peter Mon, and your book club, a true crime book club. So I've been getting into true crime a lot more, and I've always loved the story of Jack the Ripper, and I've never seen one that really focused more on the victims than him. So I definitely wanted to read that, and I'm looking forward to it. I haven't started that one yet. In fact, the only one I've actually started of those is the Sabrina one and the Neil deGrasse Tyson one. I've started both of those. I'm multitasking with my reading. And then the next book I got was I'll Be Gone in the Dark, One Woman's Obsessive Search for the Golden State Killer by Michelle McNamara. It's got an introduction by Gillian Flynn and an afterword by Patton Oswalt. I've heard so many good things about this book. It's another true crime book. And it's got blurbs on the back by Stephen King and Megan Abbott and Michael Connolly. And I've heard a lot of people who are into true crime books talk about how good this is and how well it treats the victims and everything. So I'm looking forward to reading this one. And now the next two I got are both by Riley Sager. Sager, not quite sure how to say that name. So the first one is The Last Time I Lied, and the second one is Lock Every Door. I really enjoyed The Final Girls by Riley. So when I saw that both of these were available, I couldn't decide between the two of them, so I grabbed them both. And my library lets me check out 20 books at a time, which isn't necessarily sane or healthy for me to do, and I limited myself. Also, though, I have like 12 books checked out on the e-library, so sometimes I book hoard. But that's an entirely different subject, isn't it? But both of these look good. They're not sequels to Final Girls, I don't believe, but they're kind of written in the same vein. So I've heard good things about both of them, and I wanted to read them, and I'm looking really forward to it. Hopefully I will have them read before I have to take them back to the library. If not, hopefully they'll let me check them back out again. At least the ones I haven't finished. But I am trying to meet my Goodreads goal and get back into reading and break the reading slump that I've been in forever. So here's hoping. And thank you for watching, and stay safe out there, take care of yourself, wash your hands, and do the social distancing thing. And as a favor to all of our frontline workers, the doctors, the nurses, the delivery people, the mailman, the Uber Eats people, and the other people like that from the different companies, and also, and almost more importantly, the people who are working in our grocery stores and pharmacies, stay safe and stay home unless you absolutely need to go out, so that we can try to beat this thing, the C word we can't mention on YouTube, and that way hopefully, even though we might miss spring, maybe we can have summer. Not that I really go outside in the summer. As you can see, I don't do sun. But other people like summer, and so hopefully if everybody stays home as much as possible and keeps up with their social distancing and their good hygiene and all of that, if we wash our hands and wear our masks and stay safe when we are outside, hopefully this will be over soon, and as many people as possible will survive it, and everyone will be happy, and we'll have an awesome summer, probably a party or something, I don't know. Depends on how much you are into being social after this. But again, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you soon. I don't know how often I'm going to be posting videos, but I'll be back with another one soon enough. Thanks again.